I think, well, first off, if Punk, not Punk, if Cena wants what he wants, then he's going to get what he wants. If he wants to lose, he's going to lose. If he wants to win, I think he should win. I think you're correct. I think the fans should get what they paid for, and I think Cena should win. Yeah, I just find it difficult to believe because we all know Triple H loves Gunther. And it's about the future, and this whole night's about the future. It's going to be mixed with the main roster stars and NXT stars, so it would go against what John Cena set this night up to be. Gunther, he's not. I mean, he's young, but he's not like fucking like Braun Breaker young.
No, and he's largely protected. Yeah. So I mean, whether he wins or loses,
and he doesn't need it.
No, he doesn't need it. He'll be fine whether he wins or loses coming out of this show, and Triple H will beat him sometimes when the situation calls for it. I mean, he tapped out to Jey Uso at WrestleMania, and he lost to CM Punk at SummerSlam. And so if he lost to John Cena, in DC, it's not the end of the world. Now, if they want to do Gunther and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania next year, then I could see that being a battle between the two guys that, beat John Cena on his retirement tour. So maybe it goes against, whatever the story is they want to tell there. But I just feel like, again, there's been so many moments that have been so deflating, and I feel like so much wasted time, with that heel turn, and things just didn't go the way I think that most people would have hoped that this run would have gone. There have been some great stuff, especially in the latter part. They tried to salvage it there with some of the matches he had as a babyface, but sometimes you just got to give the people what they want and not deflate everybody. And I just feel like for him to go in there and lose again, that's not what the people want to see. And yeah, maybe John Cena doesn't want to go out that way, but Triple H needs to, talk to him and say, well, here's where my head is at on this, because they're giving John Cena what he wants. I mean, it was Cena's idea to have all these, main roster versus NXT matches. So that's going to be populating a lot of the card. But I just think that moment, it's for the fans. It's not just for Cena, it's for the fans. And if the fans want to see him go out, on top and not on his back, then you know what? Give the fans what they want.
Yeah.
Let them go out happy.
Yeah, I agree with that. Those are the two matches on Raw last night for the semifinals. So we got Gunther and LA Knight on Friday, and then the winner of the tournament will address the crowd on Monday on the next Raw.
We got 3,000 in here. Look at this.
Yeah, look at that. Liv Morgan, her promo. Were you okay with what the promo was last night? Were you disappointed that they didn't dive into some of the tensions that were being said or noted when she was off TV? Balor kind of replacing her with Roxanne Perez and kind of glossing over the fact that Liv is not there. She won't know. She's home recuperating. The tensions between Finn and Dom weren't addressed. Did you care at all, or are you okay with the fact that they're still taking what is now a 2-year storyline here with all this, and they're still kind of slow burning it to when they feel is necessary next year?
Well, before I answer that, I just got to say, Brent in the chat said Travis Scott should cost Gunther the match on Saturday night's main event. That would be quite the full circle moment if Travis Scott were to get involved in that match.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, I think we could do without that. I was underwhelmed by the promo itself, but I kind of get it because the story they're telling right now, Liv just came back. Like, she literally just came back. So now we're in this happy phase of the Judgment Day, where they're one big happy family and everybody's on the same page. Everybody knows their role. Liv basically, it was her promo where she took the reins of the group and said, things have not been great for the Judgment Day over the last few months, but now things are going to be different. So they don't want to jump right into any kind of tension. Because I was watching Balor's face and I was watching Roxanne, and it wasn't like they were making faces when she was talking or, Balor looked upset or anything like that. So they just want to put that off for a little bit and take their time telling that story, because we all know what's going to end up happening. I mean, we all know that something's going to go wrong and there's going to be drama between Liv and Balor or Liv and Roxanne. So it's coming. I don't really have an issue with them, taking their time telling that. It's going to make for more interesting television when that time comes. I didn't come away from those segments last night thinking, oh man, I can't wait to see what happens next. It was just very straightforward. Nothing really to it. I don't know if you saw Balor's face after Liv smacked Dom and then jumped up in his arms.
No, I was fixated more on Roxanne.
his eyes looked like they were like about to bug out of their head. He was shocked by what he was seeing.
If you're looking to upgrade your heating system this fall or winter, then this is hands down the system you need to be looking at. These new all-electric cold climate heat pumps are game
out of their head. He was shocked by what he was seeing. So no, I understand where they're going with it, so it didn't bother me too much.
Yeah, I think her being back is going to add a nice story element to the show. So very happy to have her back. I know Roxanne wants a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. So who's to say that Liv and Roxanne don't battle eventually over that? I know they just teased Liv and Stephanie. Who knows where they're going, but I think before long, I think Dominic and Liv are going to be booted out of the Judgment Day, and it's going to end up revolving around Finn, Roxanne, Dominic, and Liv maybe doing something at WrestleMania. The Tag Team Championships, which right now are a centralized focus on Raw, being that Asuka and Kairi are holding them. What did you make of the last segment? Why now all of a sudden a focus on the women's tag team division and a focus on the women's tag team championship? Because not only do we got Rhea Io, we got Charlotte Alexa, we got Bayley and Lyra, we have the Kabuki Warriors, we got Lash Legend and Nia Jax, we have
Secret Hervis.
I mean,
and NXT. Look, you got to include NXT in that because these titles are defended cross-brand.
Yeah.
So you have Fatal Influence, and you have Sol Ruka and Zarya. So all of a sudden, we're in a position where we actually have a pretty robust-looking division. Now again, Rhea and Io and some of these people are really singles wrestlers, but their tag team division all of a sudden on the women's side is a hell of a lot stronger than the men's. I mean,
yeah. Well, on Raw anyway, yeah.
Well, anywhere. I mean, I know they have more teams on SmackDown, but they're not exactly, lighting the world on fire right now. So what I came away with is, wow, okay, we actually have a real division here. So this could get interesting, but it comes at a time when I would rather they be building up credible challengers for their women's world champions. It's a little backwards to me.
It does take away a little bit, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, it's a little backwards to me that they seem to be putting more focus on the women's tag belts than either of their two women's world belts. Don't you think that's weird?
And the United States title, don't forget about that one.
That's a little counterproductive. So that's the only thing that kind of bothers me about it. But it looks as strong as they've ever looked as far as the women's tag division.
But why now though? Is there like a narrative behind it? Are they looking at what AEW is doing about to crown new tag team champions over there? Is that a thing?
I can't come up with any other reason, and I'm not really big on conspiracy theories or anything, but I think that could have something to do with it. I mean, AEW still hasn't crowned their first women's tag champs yet. We're in the middle of this tournament, so it's actively going on, and I think that could have a little something to do with it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought about that last night too. So that was the way Monday Night Raw ended. Roxanne and Raquel held up the titles after taking out the field of baby faces there. Roxanne went to go hand the tag team title to Liv because that was Raquel's original tag team partner, and then Liv handed it right back to Roxanne. So all is chummy in the Judgment Day, as Liv might have grander things on the mind. Yeah, for now. So we'll see what happens with that, but very much looking forward to Liv being back on television and seeing what happens there. But that was Monday Night Raw. We got some other minor news and notes here from WWE before you get into your breakdown of the Continental Classic, and then we'll get into your Super Chats. The report today from PW Insider, or yesterday rather, WWE Library programming reportedly leaving Peacock this month. This is coming from Mike Johnson, PW Insider. That's an update on their website on WWE programming from its library on NBC Universal's Peacock service. According to the report, it was discovered that WCW content is listed as leaving the streaming service on December 31.
Wasn't really discovered. I mean, I discovered it before he did, so I'll just tell you what I discovered.
Jason got no credit, so they just ran with the report.
I got no credit. You know what I did? I got my sources. You want to know what my sources are? I went on fucking Peacock, and when you go under the WWE and WCW and ECW library content, there's a little bit of text next to the episode that said 29 days left. And today it says 28 days left, which means that all that content is leaving Peacock at the end of this month. And it's not the only content that's leaving, because there's other classic content as well. But originally, the belief, what was reported, is that when the ESPN deal wasn't supposed to really kick in until WrestleMania. So we're looking at March or April of next year. So I believe the classic content was supposed to remain on Peacock until then. So this is earlier than expected, and it's not like they've announced anything. I went on there and I saw it, and I tweeted about it. And based on the response to that tweet, there's a lot of people who had no idea that this content was leaving at the end of this month. And there's a lot of people who are very upset about that. So that part of it really, really sucks because clearly WWE does not really give a whole lot of, they don't really prioritize the classic content because